Good morning, everyone. My Wi-Fi has been shaky lately. I don't know why. I've disconnected on an attack last week, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen here. But we shall see. We shall see. I was checking my router just before the stream started, so I'm a little bit late. Let's get the music on. Head into the raid weekend. I think I'm going to start at Balloon Skies this week, and then I'll head over to the Stream Clans in 16, 10, 20. Let's first get the stream playlist. Get the mic over. Good morning. How's everyone today, though? It's a good day for the clan capital. I have to clean up some stuff real fast. Just checking out the audio a little bit. What better way to start a stream than to drop 10 miners a couple times? Hey Crops, I didn't get to see your playlist. I saw you sent it. I'm going to take a look at it afterwards. Now, I will say, the reason why I switched off the first, I don't know what it's called, Diwas Malis? I don't know how to pronounce it. But your first playlist and some of those songs was like, I got some weird copyright notifications from them. So I just went in to find some non-copyright stuff and just compile a bunch of crap. But I can definitely check out some of the songs you recommended. How about some jazz or blues music? Listen, you guys can recommend me some music to add to the stream playlist. Since I don't copyright anything, I'm not too worried about getting, demonetized, but I am a little worried about strikes. So if you have anything, you can just DM them on Discord. And I can take a look. As long as it's not too weird, we might give it a try. I say that, but I swear to God, if you guys recommend something that's too weird. Diwas told me I can use his songs for BG, okay. Yo, Crop, how do you know so many music artists on Spotify? Are you part of like some music creating friend group or something? Like your brother makes music? You've been DMing some other artists? Do you follow people closely in IRL who are musicians? We're not going to talk about that, Frost. I think that's a good compromise. We don't talk about that, Frost. Bonnie Tyler passed away, really? Wait, is Bonnie Tyler the artist that Battles likes a lot? We might need to be nicer to Battles today then. Through Discord and some different connections. So Crops, what you're saying is you're part of the elite music cabal that's running the music world in the background. Is that what you're admitting to? Here and there, I guess. Okay. I will say though, The world is bigger than you think. I don't imagine that most people who know me would know that I play Clan Capital and have a YouTube channel. So you never know what kind of artists are lurking in the corners of your life. Whoa, pause. I never understood that stereotype. Why is it known in like the music industry that Jewish people control everything? How true is that? I know Kanye won't ever shut up about that, but does he have a point or is he just being Kanye? I'm actually gonna remove that. Let's not have that there. Let's support our fellow Mossad agents. They dominate at every field. It's not about music. I know, like banking and finance, they were well known for controlling in like the 1900s. I think music too during the late 1900s as well, but besides Israel and my country sucking up to anything they want to do, I don't know how much influence they have in the modern era of social media. There are a ton of industry plant artists nowadays. Is that well documented, or is it just people speculating? I feel like people just use the word industry plant to smear anything they don't like. Like an artist is caving to all the modern trends, he's a plant. Does something they don't like, he's an industry plant. Suddenly selling a lot, definitely industry plant. What is that? It's hard to double graveyard this. I think we just golem this right side and then eye dragon over here. Maybe even bring another eye dragon. Let's quickly switch our accounts. We'll do this peak and then we'll go over to Sen 16. Boom, this guy's won. They dominate anything they can get money from. Like, I know they're known for Hollywood and the music industry and banking, but I feel like it's overblown. Let's go on with this. Haste up here. Golem here. E-Dragon. What? Golem how? How was that hut closer than... Golem, I dislike you, man. That Spirit Thrower was definitely closer than the hut. I refuse to believe otherwise. Alright, we can frost over here. Well, actually the Eye Dragon's not too bad still, because there's no air defenses. Let's ram tank the Inferno a little bit. Wait, Eye Dragon's kind of cooking. Pause. I have to kill these air defenses, then I can Eye Dragon the peak. Okay. And then lastly, let's use Hog Rider down south. Zap to try to win against the Giants. Actually pretty good. We got the peak. I wasn't expecting to get that. I was planning to use the Eye Dragon to go all the way left for the dragon. I'll take that. So I'm so busy with studies, I forgot to mention you. Now it's impossible to invite you, right? But if you can manage this week, it'll be great. We are at Global 8. Can you help or not? What are you saying? What do you mean it's impossible to invite? Yes, we need the Jewish cabal who's running the music industry to sponsor Clan Capital. Then we'll be so back. What Supercell couldn't do in years, they'll get done in a month. We're at 37%. Time is actually a concern here. So we're gonna need a lot of barbs, a lot of rams, Eye Dragon for the enemy dragon. I would love to go graveyard here, but if you go double graveyard, you don't have a zap for the Inferno. Can you live without a zap for the Inferno? Probably not a good idea. Let's go with this. I think that's been the main problem with Clan Capital though, because it's not monetized at all and in fact discourages people from spending. Supercell has not invested any money into it. And I mean, I get it, but it also sucks when I personally feel it's the best game mode. Although I haven't played Home Village in years, people don't give me much hope in that it's become better since I quit. Zap. Okay, we freeze a Tesla there too. The nice thing about Golem opening up the walls is like he gets the deployment zone open up as well. Barbs are going down south to clear any flanking defenses. I put the Eye Dragon between the dragon and the Golem because the dragon's going to fly towards the Golem. That allows the Eye Dragon to maintain its full charge. Like I said, time is an issue here. Okay, let's we have two rams. I'm gonna Hog Rider the far right rocket artillery. I freeze the left two defenses. I can barb in this corner here. Once the Golem tanks the blastbow rocket artillery, I can Hog Rider on the right one. Sneak in. Barbs will chip down the rocket artillery for a one-shot by the Golem. And yeah, looks like we're good. It was all about time here. There wasn't enough damage to ever kill a Golem, but there is a lot of buildings for him to get through. Do you think BB will get another before CC? I don't know. Oh yeah, and I think the Discord links expired. Just search SenFGR Capital on Google. I'll pull a new link for tomorrow's stream. Yes! Yes, finally. I've waited so long. I've waited. Okay, well, not that one. Not that one, too. I'll come back here. Let's go through some stream claims for now. Send 18, then 16, then 20. I don't know how profitable Builder Base is, though. Maybe it will? I'm not sure. Looks like your clan is full, Frank. Saying, I usually arrange the clans, the stream clans, off stream on Discord. I think this is an internet base, but I don't remember how you hit this. I can just wing it if you'd like me to try. Is it an internet base? I don't quite know, actually. I'll freeze these, and then I'll try to jump a Sparky over on this right side. Eye Dragon for the enemy giants. Just try to work my way around. We'll see. You got 36K this weekend? Wait, why do you write 36 with 3 lowercase O's? That's big, though. GG, man. Eye Patch, are you unbanned? I completely forgot about your ban request. Okay. Are there any mods from the Discord on stream? Hold on. Classic Sen. You have to know that when I say I'm going to do something off stream, there's about a 3% chance that I actually do that thing that I said I'm going to do. The most likely outcome is that I'll forget. Alright. Is this a good first hit? I don't know. There's a lot still left, huh? When will you upload again? You know, the plan was always that I'd upload once they release CH11, but they haven't released that in like 4 years now. Will I stream AI3? Yeah, I'll stream a little bit of it, probably. We'll see. Depends on the timing of the matches. There's also another tournament coming up at the same time as AI3 called Jujubee. Oh. Oops. Let's go over to Santoni then. I mean, that's just a golem. I think you throw 2 golems there and it'll 2-shot from there pretty easily. Audio cut out, 1 second. Stop it. Stop it. No. The Sen stream. I go right back. Man, why do I only get like the worst bases ever on stream? I swear this is not like the average difficulty of peaks that I get. So I think we're gonna have to rage chain this multi-mortar at the start and try to kill the cart. Rocket artillery. Wait, do you have to rage chain or can you just... Okay, do we have to restart my iPad? Like I said, we have questionable connection this week. Verizon has not been pulling through. I'm just gonna get my army trained. As I give my computer like a minute to think about its actions. Yeah, we have to use Sparky here. You need to get back on art. You're right. I'm planning to have a release in the next week though. I have to grind. I'm like almost done. Just have to color all the pages, which is something I always put off. This is a nasty base to face though. Okay. I have the plan though. Here's the plan. So if you look at the space, there are 4 thickness walls. Sparky can't shoot over four walls like this. So the only 2 things that she can hit without breaking any walls are these 2 multi-mortars. So I know she's going to hit these at the very start. And if she's going to hit the multi-mortars at the very start, first we're going to drop down Barb to see if there's any zap traps here. We're going to wait for the cart to be on the bottom left of its post. Okay, good. That kills the cart, although we took so much damage. Let's finish the cart final form before it shoots my Sparky. And we're able to kill the cart like that. Really? Rams don't tank. Ouch. Sparky gets hit by the blast bow now. We're taking so much damage. Well, we do have a Hog Rider for moments like these. Oh, I wish I had a... I didn't think that the dragon would get pulled this far, jeez. Okay, we get one more shot with Sparky, please. Okay, not bad. So, we took a lot of damage with Sparky because we didn't freeze at the beginning. We should have frosted at the very start. I don't know why I didn't do that. But the goal here was to just clear the whole right side. I was really hoping to use the Hog Rider on this Inferno Tower, but you saw I had Hog Rider on the blast because we messed up on the tanking. The Rams didn't go forward. Honestly, this was like about as good as you can get on the first hit on a base like this, but the question is that good enough? Can we just get away with the same thing on this other side, this time with the Rage? What if we do Rage, Frost? So we'll Rage on the Multi-Mortar, we'll Frost here. Then we'll like double Eye Dragon the peak once we kill all the air defenses around. We're cooking, hold on. I'm worried because I haven't seen any Teslas. There could be Teslas in the corner. If there's Teslas in the corner, we might be cooked. Are we cooked? Nah, they wouldn't do that, right? They wouldn't do that. No. These are good, respectable people who don't put their Teslas in the corners. Bonnie Tyler passed away. Yeah, I heard. That's so sad. You doing alright, man? Turn around just for Bonnie Tyler. Okay. Oh crap, I missed the kill on the Giants. Is this still fine? No, it's not fine. Ouch. Wait, we did get the other Tesla, now I think about it. There's a Tesla over there. Okay, we were really sloppy here. If we just weren't this sloppy, I think we were okay, actually. Well, maybe we weren't okay, but... Oh, yeah, air bomb too. Air bomb's really bad, because it gets my Eye Dragons one shot by the peak. Yeah. Tough start this week. Stay strong, Mr. Battles. The nice thing about the modern era is it can preserve stuff like songs and music and photos even after you go, so you'll always have her turnaround song battles. Do we need our bonus here? No, we'll just leave it here. Tough. System stuff at Balloon Skies. We have some non-defaults to deal with. But much love, Battle. Stay strong, brother. Balloon Skies has a pretty good clan here. And this Balloon Lagoon is probably just a dragon left side. Barrel. Do you ever want to zap? Probably fine to not bring a zap. How are you doing after the Brown trade? Oh no. Yo, the NBA offseason has been whack. People are just throwing away their stars. Everyone's on the trading block. Crops, what will you do if the Nuggets trade away Jokic? Would you become the fan of whichever team gets him, or would you still be a Nuggets fan? Okay, so the Barb from the very start was able to chip down that first multi-cannon, which was very nice for me. And this Graveyard's doing a great job at tanking. Okay, Sparky's kind of getting wrecked right now, but, you know, it's part of life. No, why? I was like 1 second too late. Is that bad actually for me? I don't even know. This might be okay. Yeah, the main problem is that Sparky and the Dragon going together, they're starting to hit the same targets. But wait, the Dragon goes left, Sparky goes right? Pause? Maybe it's not too bad. Not bad, actually. Wait. Let's not use a ram just yet. Wait, actually the wall's actually very low. Let's just not use a ram, period. This lets the dragon open up the deployment zone for me, and then we can barrel towards the rocket artillery. Slowly drop in the last rams. Barb chip down the Inferno Tower, level 4. Sparky takes out the last 2 cannons. GG. Sen, will the new clan capital update come? You know, I've been saying it will come for years now. And we've got no news. That shit is worse than Luka trait? Nah. Crops, you're exaggerating. I know that in the moment when you see Jaylen Brown getting traded for Paul George, it sounds terrible. And it is terrible. But you don't understand how bad the Luka trade is 2 years later. They got AD, which they turned for peanuts. They literally sold Luka for nothing. Like, PG is washed for sure, but he still has, at least as of the last season, decent stats. Alright, let's get some defaults in. There's levels to the game, Crops. And Nico Harris is like on the pantheon of bad management. He's the Mount Rushmore. He's one of the 4 faces you see when you go to the Bad Management Hall of Fame. Is Steven Sen's brother? He's not my brother. But I don't know what he's even asking. Follow Chessbro to watch the pros modify balloons. Is that AI? For Luca, you at least... No, Luca is generationally bad. You're basically saying Krabs doesn't know basketball. No, I'm just saying he's being biased towards the moment. Like, everyone will discount what happened in the past for the moment, right? Like, there's so many people these days who will say that, I don't know, LeBron's better than Jordan. I'm not trying to open up the wormhole about who is better, but I'm just saying, like, people value the present day more than the past. So even though I think Luka is objectively way worse than PG for Jaylen Brown, I can see why people would compare the two. Like, they're both horrible trades, obviously. I mean, if Dallas didn't win the lottery that year, their franchise was done. Like, it was over. Dallas got completely bailed out by the lottery that year. This is going to be worse? Well, we'll see. There's a lot of trades that you'll read during the offseason and be like, oh my god, this is about to shake up the NBA, or oh my god, it's all over. And then it turns out it's probably okay. But we like thought that AD for Luka was trash, and it turned out even trashier than it actually was at the start. Because AD was hurt since the get-go, and he got flipped for no assets. I don't know how you would get a trade that is worse than that in the modern NBA. In the past, there was like a lot of corruption, and teams would be throwing away potential generational talents because they didn't have the knowledge or the advanced stats. But like in the modern NBA where things are hyper efficient and data driven, it's hard for teams to go as wrong as they did with Luka. Like that, Luka was generational. Not only did they wipe out any winning chances, but they dropped the stock of the team so much. It was bad on every single level. Like the only times when I see trades or superstars who represent teams leave as badly as Luka leaving Dallas was like Messi and FC Barcelona. Like FC Barcelona, they completely mismanaged all their assets and ended up losing Messi, right? But that wasn't like them trading away their superstar. That was just poor financial mismanagement from them. Big difference. Dallas won because everything was rigged because no one traded Luka for AD unless you're guaranteed to get number one for Cooper. They didn't even get in top 5 chances but still got him. Yeah, a lot of people say it was rigged, but I think it was just really stupidly lucky. I don't think they rigged it. I don't think they went to Adam Silver under the table, said, if we give up Luka, can we get Dallas Cooper Flag? Because like what they could have done, if that was their plan, what they could have done is just. Oh, this might be a 750. Looks like it's 750. What they could have done was they could have just traded Luca for Cooper Flag, right? And avoided all the conspiracy. Let's finish this clan, then we'll see how many push-ups to do. I'm actually not an expert on Barb Camp. What am I missing? Is there a barrel on Barb Camp? I don't think there is. Is it just 5 giants? Like, I can guarantee you that there was no under-the-table dealing with getting rid of Luca to get Cooper Flag. They could have easily traded enough assets to get both AD and Cooper Flag at the same time without having to do stuff that will get them completely blasted in the public's eye. Oh, shoot. Ow. We're playing this bad. We're playing this real bad. Hold on. As you can see, I don't hit Barb Camp default very often. No! No! Oh my god. I don't want to talk about this. Never trust them with default Barb Camp. Alright, we'll do 20 before we have to do 30 in a row. I don't want to talk about this. We're going to do our push-ups in grace. And then we're going to not speak about this again. We're gonna do them with grace, and we'll never report on this again. Is this a prison shirt? Nah, I think I just got it from like Nordstrom Rack. For 10x miners, you no longer have to play out these bases. You can just force quit like that. Spike would have never failed this. Spike would have failed this on 4 out of 5. That's what he would have done. Apparently my miners did not go where I thought they would. But we're fine. You're giving him too much credit. That is just pure revisionist history. Sam, would you trust a man wearing a beanie during a hot summer? Okay, the screen's lagging. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. And hey, summer where I am isn't like summer in England. Like, summers where I am, we have good AC. We live in a first world country. Our buildings are designed to manage heat and the cold. And the stream is not designed to support the 10x miner spam it looks like. Alright, let's back out of here real quick. You guys are missing out on riveting gameplay. Back. Stream ended? Are we good? I think we're good. My computer is a little bit hot though. Like I said, Verizon has been giving us the cheap service lately. I've disconnected on some attacks. Sen, you're the one paying the bill, so why is the stream lagging? Listen, no matter how much I pay, that doesn't stop the fact that internet providers are a monopoly where I live. Oh my god. Bro. Are we okay? I think we're okay. Okay, me watching if it's lagging. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna restart my iPad. 1 second. After this attack. That usually fixes things. Stupid provider of internet. Maybe I forgot to pay the internet bills. I need to check. I have it set up to where it automatically pays. I've not been getting what I've been paying for. Alt F4 for good luck. Alright, let's try this. We gotta restart this thing. Okay, I don't mean to take a screenshot. So you probably have a lot of viruses from all the corn. That is not it. I won't accept this slander. I'm a good Christian boy who doesn't believe in God and doesn't go to church. The iPad has been restarted. Hopefully that fixes things. This is usually the fix-all solution that I have found. It would be Sparky Corn. That reminds me of a meme from the Discord server about a bunch of Zap traps ganging up on Sparky. Alright, let's Surely we're good. Surely we are good. Stream V2. Zutamayo. No, stream. Stream playlist. The moment we started to... Alright, I'm gonna use the old Skeleton Park method. Because I'm an old dog who can't learn new tricks. Did you mention the Discord server? Oh yeah, hi iPatch, how you doing, man? I don't want to talk about this. Okay, it was a level 4 Tesla anyways. This was hard to do. Cope. I think I'm lagging, guys. I think I'm lagging. Anything you see on my screen in like the past minute or two, just disregard. That is even my throat. Even my throat's lagging right now. That's not real. That's not on your screen. Like, you're seeing that, but I'm not seeing that on my end. I'm not doing that either. You're not... That didn't happen either. Nothing to see here, boys. Nothing to see here. Just calm down, everyone. Just calm down. Hey Spike, how you doing, man? Nothing's happening at Balloon Skies right now. Looks like Christmas came early. You know what, Spike? Laugh while you still can. Laugh while you still can. All I'm hearing is that the next time there's a Spike incident, it is going to be in the thumbnail for that whole weekend. Both streams. I would be careful. I would watch my back if I were you. I would not mess around with the person who has all the power in the situation. It's like if the US started to talk back to Israel, our overlords. There's some things you don't do. You don't talk back to your parents, who are strict and controlling. If you're living in North Korea, you don't disrespect the great leader himself. Karma is real. That's not karma. That's just misfortune. Watch stream lag now. We restarted the stream. We're good. We are good. However, there could be lag spikes anytime that things are looking bad on my screen. Just understand that that's you, not me. Okay, we do this. I think we do double graveyard? Or we're doing on triple graveyard. Double graveyard is probably fine for the blast bow. Although there's an extra spear over here, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, let's just do this. You're on a train right now, sitting amongst a cloud of body odor. Oh no. Is this a smelly Indian train? Crops, can you confirm, are Indian trains smelly, or is he spreading propaganda here? Train and bus are worse in North India. I see. So he's not lying. Also, mini lag spike. This is not good. Please, no lag spike. This is not what I paid for. No, not the lag. We need to stop talking about Israel. They're messing with our connection. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mossad. I didn't mean to. No. They're taking me out, boys. We've survived a lot on this stream. We've talked about the Einstein files. We've talked about all of Crops' crimes. We have insulted the great leader of the democratic North Korea. But I think this is where it ends for us, boys. We don't get away with insulting Israel here. One more time, please. 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 Maybe tomorrow will be better. Guys, do you think Israel will forgive us in the day between today's stream and tomorrow? We've tried everything. No. Please. What if we get rid of this chat? Let's also close all of our tabs. We're not visiting no bases. Yeah, it's just the game. This is just me, my iPad screen sharing ain't working right now. Let's turn off the music for a little bit. Maybe we need to turn on the in-game music and not the other music. Let's give this a go. Let's turn off Spotify real fast. Okay, if the lag doesn't fix itself, we can end stream early today. This stream is sad. Let's at least try to diagnose the problem. It's a sad day. Bonnie Tyler died, and the Sen stream is to follow. This is karma for disrespecting Spike. I don't believe in karma. This is the work of higher powers beyond my control. This is not karma for Spike. This is not justice either. This is pure evil. Okay, we're gonna give this like 10 minutes without music, then we'll turn on the music again. I don't actually even know why there's problems here right now. I don't even know. Sen, if your future wife is using your computer searching for child portable chair and you get caught, what's a child portable chair? Is this another default clan? Wow, there's GM. Maybe some non-defaults? GQ, okay. Alright, so I just needed to fail some on stream to, you know, get the matchmaking back. Let's go over to Sen24. I completely forgot to do that. I don't know what I would do in that situation, because that would never happen to me, Crops. Although, there are people who have gotten caught with capital peaks on their hard drive before, right? Like, who was that Twitch streamer who got caught with terabytes of... Or not terabytes, but like links of, you know, capital peaks getting one shot on Twitch, and then he got banned. I think his name was Lakari. How did he respond? How did he smoothly navigate the controversy? let's do this. I heard that he gracefully navigated all of the detractors and was able to preserve his reputation in the streaming space. Yeah, the black dude, Lucare. I think that was his name, right? Brother was like putting a bunch of sus links in his notepad. I forget what he claimed. He was claiming that he didn't know what they were or something. Like his entire chat was blasting him. Live stream fails was on his ass 24/7. What was the strategy again? I know he navigated the situation with grace and dignity and pride, and he was able to maintain his pristine reputation. So when the time comes and I'll need to pull off the miracle deflection of my own, I already have a successful blueprint of what to do. Okay, how is we looking? Let's Hog Rider the Wizard Tower. Barb on the Tesla. This was probably not the cleanest way to do this, but we kill everything on the outside. We have a Frost on the peak, and we have a Wizard Bomb to finish off. So I think this works. Crusher almost goes down to the Larrys as well. We can Barb chip it down. Once we do this peak, we'll turn back on the music. Let's also get some... Why is there no in-game music? Do you have to restart the game to get in-game music? I don't understand how that thing was related to the notepad. Yeah, I don't know. How many streamers are like that, by the way? You can't judge anyone through the phone screen. I don't know any streamers personally, so I don't know how common it is among streamers to have degen fetishes. I imagine that it's as common as it is among the regular population. Like, I don't think that being a Twitch streamer or like a streamer on any platform makes you more susceptible to, you know, enjoying illegal content. So I don't know. Like, there might be a correlation between Kick and that kind of content, but not with YouTube and Twitch as much. Like, Kick rewards streamers for being out there, right? For being extreme. A lot more than Twitch or YouTube. I feel like gacha streamers are prime suspects. That might be the case. So it really is going to depend what genre you're in. Like, I could definitely see it happening more in anime spaces. Oh no, I'm like anime adjacent, aren't I? I should stop talking. Sen, one thing I don't know how to do very well is knowing when to stop talking. Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, etc. are gacha. Yeah, I don't think Genshin is as bad. Like, it has the Paimon main character girl, But it doesn't have that many super young characters, right? Not trying to defend any of it. I'm just saying, I don't think Genshin's the prime suspect for D-Gen lolly stuff. You know, I usually play on stream with no sound. It's actually a lot easier to play this game with sound. Whenever a lolly character is added, you'll see the craziest takes. I mean, you'll see the craziest takes anywhere, though. The internet amplifies the most extreme voices. Most people are not looking at lolly characters and like, oh my god, I wanna, you know. I think most people, even in Genshin communities or gacha communities with young characters, aren't so radical. How are the raids and the handstand push-ups going? We've only done 20 today, okay? Only 20. We're doing alright. What we're not doing alright, though, right now is my internet connection. I knew it was going to be bad today because I've been disconnecting a lot recently. But it's real bad. So does League of Legends count too? I don't think League of Legends has many young characters, or at least any young characters that people are fetishizing. There's a lot to criticize when it comes to the League community. However, I don't think PDF files are that abundant over there. Sen, if you made out with a girl and you reached down only to find a P.E.K.K.A, what would you do? You know, I hope to never run into that scenario, so then I won't have to figure out what to do. Has that actually happened to anyone, though? I feel like most people are upfront about what assets they have before you start getting to the point where you're making out. You know, I don't think that ever becomes a surprise for a lot of people. What I mean by that is I think you would find out before you reach that point, and then you would address that issue accordingly. Mighty PFK. Has anyone pinged me? Alright, let's see. If we turn on the music, is it gonna lag again? Surely it's not gonna lag. I think we've found out that the music is what's causing some issues. Turn this down. I don't think anyone's pinged me. I'm gonna go back to Balloon Skies. Got some stuff to hit. Girl must play at least 10 accounts to do raids to be acknowledged. That's right, Void. I have a strict vetting process when it comes to dating. I'll give them my account to raid with and see what they use. If the girl uses 10x minor spam, she's probably not the one. If she's using like 20 archers with rage, big red flag. Dragon spam is pretty bad too. Like if a girl is using dragon spam, you can expect that your kids with her are not going to be very smart, you know? So you got to be a little bit careful about when you're selecting the kind of people you want in your life. And if they use Sparky, though, she's the one. If she's using a beautiful Haste 2 Graveyard Sparky, or even better, Haste Double Rage Sparky, or you know she's the one if she's using Sparky Frost versus Dragon Cliffs. Like, they're... The dating scientists, they don't acknowledge the secret to finding the one, which lies in the strategies that they use at CH10. If they're using Golem without haste, like there's no saving that, you know what I mean? Girls believe in star signs, I believe in clan capital strategies. We are not the same. She has to like CP as much. Okay. Okay, Spike. Okay. Okay there, man. Capital Peak, okay? There's a difference. Just use Super Bowlers. Are Super Bowlers even good in Home Village anymore? They used to be meta when I played Home Village. Is there lag again? No lag, okay. We just had to give the stupid stream a minute. Let's hit Balloon Lagoon and then we'll go over to Zen 18. I remember Balloon Lagoon might have been doable. Let's try this. It's going to be a little bit hard on time. But if we play this correctly, we might be good. Just maybe. Six, 7. Jay Gary, I thought better of you. I thought when someone else would say 6, 7, you would be the mature adult in the room. I'm disappointed. I have 3 accounts. I'm trying to do Sparky and Golem hits now instead of spamming the Capital Peak. Still confusing me sometimes. Yeah, Capital Peak is definitely the hardest district to learn. If you want to learn Golem and Sparky, just try the districts first, and usually you'll get a pretty good idea of how to use them. The only people who have to actually get 2 shots versus Capital Peak are like top 10 clans. Below that, you can just learn District 2 shots and default 1 shots, and you'll be pretty good. Okay, so we took a full minute to clear the first section, but I'm seeing that the chains are so good that I was willing to do that. Like, the chains on this base are kind of cracked. Ram takes out the multi-cannon, so we don't have to spend another chain over there. It's not bad. Oh, Sparky gets locked onto, that's unlucky. Ouch. Please have mercy. Bro, why is every defense hitting my stupid Sparky? I hate you. Ah, if I had a giant, I don't know. Stupid, stupid Sparky. Rough. Bro, why is the cannon hitting Sparky too? Rip. It's not even a 750. No. Alright, let's go over to Sen 18. We're only at 3 attacks before we need to get our bonus here. Keep that in mind. When you're doing clan capital attacks, and this isn't directed at anyone in particular on the stream right now, but you need to finish a district within your first 5 hits to get the 6th one. Fun facts with Sen. Alright, let's lock in. Let's see what they got over here. This one is more doable. You frost here. Sparky down south. Split minions, probably. Hog Rider isn't going to be great here. Although there are some buildings that are kind of annoying to deal with. I always get 2 hits on districts other than the dragon one, and then one sometimes F's me up. Yeah, I think that's the experience for most people. As you get better with Sparky and Golem, like, you'll consistently get most districts. Let's try this. So like a base like this, you don't usually have to take down 2 attacks. Like 3 attacks on peak is usually good. Good enough. I think we want to frost the giant cannon. It's a little bit ugly. Let's barb down some of these giants real fast. Jeez, zap there, one more barb here. One thing that's annoying about this base is that these trash buildings are away from the defenses, so Sparky doesn't chain them down. I need to use my barbs to take them out, so I'm going to try to keep the barb on the left alive. Okay, a bomb screws him over, but we do need to use these barbs to take care of the trash buildings. Otherwise, we have a problem, Houston. Okay. And this is why we have the frost. We don't have that much tanking available to Sparky, so having the blast with frost up is actually really nice. Because we can just tank it. Let's at least take the spear though. These bars will also trigger the zap that's probably in front of the cart. Looks like there is no zap. But yeah, you can see this stupid blast bow has been on my Sparky's case for a generation now. And now I can finally zap to slow it down a little bit. Although once again, it's like impossible to tank in that position. Do we get one more shot on the multi-cannon? Yes! Nice. Very good first hit. Very clean first hit. But like, this is how much you need to get with your Sparky on the first hit against most peaks to have a chance. And this is still not an easy finish. So that's why Capital Peak is so hard. It's very unforgiving on both hits. And then Sparky will probably be the best way to finish, because there's a lot of chains around here. Blastbow is pretty healthy. Rocket Artillery took one hit off of the multi-cannon. And then we can probably just rage through some of these buildings at the start. We need a Frost on the peak, and we can cover the Inferno Tower with some Teslas with it. And then we'll just need to rage through probably this first section and we're good. Hog Rider, Eye Dragon for the peak. A couple of Giants to tank. Giants make a lot more sense when the base has been opened up. Like, all these walls are now open, so Rams aren't that necessary. And with the Frost on the big defenses, Giants will live a lot longer as well. So this is one of the cases where I do like having a couple more Giants than normal. On that first attack, I let the Sparky get hit by the... Okay, nice reflex on that Zap Trap. So you saw that the Sparky pulled the Zap Trap, but because I was able to drop a Ram just before the Zap triggered, closer than the Sparky was, we were able to tank that Zap with the Ram. But what I was saying was that the Giants are much better at surviving Frost defenses than the Rams. So one of the few cases where I would recommend having more Rams. Ram on the right side to tank that Spear Thrower. Sparky chains the multi-cannon off of the air bombs. Gets the Spear Thrower on the right side. Sparky goes for the cannon. At this point, it's going to be hard to tank that Rocket Artillery. I'm just going to let it go. The bomb tower is low. Let's barb chip down this Rapid Rocket. We don't want to let the cannon lock onto my Sparky. A frosted up Rocket Artillery is probably okay at this point. And we haven't even used our Rage. I guess now we can use the Rage, which will help me get through the peak as well. Honestly, pretty trash Rage, but we didn't really need that spell anyways. Hog Rider stun, we're good. Sen, when was the last time you went on a date? You know, it sounds really bad when I have to think about that question, but like 10 years ago now, geez. It's been a while. It's been a while, chat. I've been grinding these past 5 years on Clan Capital. I thought it would bring me my soulmate, but for some reason, the soulmate hasn't come. Who was your date at prom? It was not my mom. I know that's what you want me to say. I'm not gonna say like her name or dox her, but yeah, I did have a date to prom. Although I had a prom my junior year, but I didn't have prom senior year because my senior year of high school was when COVID happened and our entire school system shut down. 10 years ago, it sounds like a myth at this point. It was real, okay? I'm not hallucinating. I'm not high on drugs. Not 10 years. Like 8 years. 8-ish years. A while ago. Back in high school. Honestly, I did it just to give it a try, but I wasn't really that interested in the girl. This one's gonna be rough. Let's talk about Clan Capital instead, okay? Instead of talking about dating, let's talk about an area of life that I'm confident about. Let's talk about this capital peak. Let's go Sparky Rage at the start and then probably another Rage deeper in the base. I don't know if I'm ever going to kill this dragon, but if you don't bring a dragon, you'll never kill the dragon. So we'll bring one anyways and hope we get it. Not interested in girls, noted. That's totally what he meant. I won't accept this. Hmm. Let's go with this. Would you have your soulmate over Sparky? What if Sparky is my soulmate, guys? If Sparky if Sparky can count as your date, then I've been on a weekly date for the past 5 years now. Wait, when did Sparky come out? 2022? I've been dating Sparky since 3.5 years back. Does that count, chat? The big booty Sparky. It's gonna be hard to chain this giant, actually. Okay. Okay, this is a problem. The deployment zone isn't open up because of the stupid giants. Ouch. Okay, I zapped to reset the rocket artillery, then we drop some rams to tank it. If we can get the cart kill off of that Tesla, that's amazing. That is amazing. Are we gonna get the dragon, please? That dragon's gonna be hard to kill. Okay, we gotta go into the air bombs. Dragon's not on the rage, but... Okay, that was a sick first hit. That was a sick first hit. What CC does to a man's love life. Wait, listen. It sounds bad, but... And it is pretty bad, but... Listen. Love is not everything in life, but Sparky is. Or something like that. Am I cooked, chat? Am I just... Is my life over? I live each week a monotonous life, and then on the weekdays weekends I come home to my Sparky and YouTube chat. And as I feel the years slipping by, is my life over? Does it not get better from here? Break it to me honestly, chat. Somebody clip this and send this to Sen's mom. Whoa, whoa there. So, my mom basically allows me to live here as long as I don't have a girlfriend. But I don't think Sparky counts, so I'm still allowed to live here. As long as Sparky doesn't count as a girlfriend, I think we're good. Alright. Oh, we're getting kind of cooked here. Ooh, we take a lot of damage on that blast bow. Hold on, pause. Ouch. Oh, I couldn't really zap to reset. It's tough. Ouch, no. No. The blast bow wrecked me. I just let my loved one die. Sparky went down. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Maybe Sparky was not the play. If I golem from the right side, maybe that was better. I'm not sure. We had such a good first hit too, darn it. Do I need to get my bonus attack? I need to get my bonus attack. Shoot. I'll count this as a 750, although it probably isn't. Let's not forget our bonus attack like some people. Oof. Oof. Close though, close. Was it 750? Nah, we'll count it still. It's time for push-ups. Let's see what their next clan is. Is there anything good here? Default Builders Workshop Max. Some defaults. Max clan, I'll leave it to them. Sen, is that the same bed you... It's the bed I sleep in. This is my room. Like I said, when my sister came back, I moved my entire setup into my personal room. Although my room has a little bit worse Wi-Fi than the guest room. Does saving troops give you more gold? Yes. Bonus gold at the very end. And it doesn't mean like you need the troops in your troop bar, but you need to keep them alive and healthy. Okay, so what do we have here? This might be doable. We'll graveyard this, then we'll graveyard probably here. Barrel on the blast bow. Maybe one giant. So we're gonna start on this crusher, 2 shots here. Wait, no, we start on this crusher. 2 shots here. So basically we'll avoid the blast bow at the start and we'll just barrel it. This giant cannon's a problem on the flank, but we'll have a graveyard on top of it. Hopefully that works. Oh geez. That Tesla's not good. Two shots on multi-cannon. Okay, Sparky goes to the right a little bit. Man, these level 3 multi-cannons are a problem. Why is everything, like, living on 1 HP? Yeah, that district hall is also choking my deployment zone. If the multi-cannons were a little bit lower level, I think we were fine. High-level defenses are really nasty, because Sparky doesn't one-shot them, and it's a big problem. Takes a bunch more damage than she has to. And she's dead. Maybe we should have started on the top side. Maybe that was the plan. It was gonna be tough either way. The other room setup was good mainly because of the natural light. Yeah, I think the other setup was a little bit better, but we gotta make do with what we have. Sparky here. Level 4 Goblin Thrower is gonna be a standard approach. And my room feels empty because I usually clean it just before the stream. Like, before I started streaming in this room, it was a mess. I had clothes everywhere. So basically, what I'm saying is streaming has made me a better person. Sort of. Everything else about streaming, having a chat that hates you and wants to see you fail, having crops asking you the most vile questions man has ever conceived of. Yeah, everything else about it is pretty bad, but the fact that it got me to clean up my room is that's the good part. You gotta take the bad with the good. Buy a body pillow, Sen. It'll make the room look more lively. Wait, what's a body pillow? Is a body pillow like one of those big pillows with like an anime girl engraved on top of them? So how much money you have saved, and when will you move out for your own house? I don't actually know. So my mom helps me out with like investing my money so I don't have to put everything in the bank. I also have like a bit of savings in like government programs for retirement, stuff like that. But in terms of like money I can pull out of my bank account right now, I'm not gonna go too into debt, but like probably around 50 grand. Like, I never spend money. Please don't rob me. So I've saved a lot of money by not having to get my own place. I can definitely get one at this point, but I have so little incentive to do that. In other words, it's much better to live as a bum than as a respectable, contributing member in society. What's a body pillow? You guys are making it sound like something dirty. Like, am I missing something about it? $50K, that's all you saved? Yeah, I have some stuff in like Roth IRAs, like retirement savings plans. In total, I think, if I had to guess, maybe like 80K. Hey, that's a lot more savings than the average American. The average American has less than $1,000 in their bank account. I don't have any debts. So I'm not like paying any mortgages. All I pay is like the monthly energy bill and water bill and stuff like that. Do you get a house in 50K? No, but you can easily afford a down payment with that. Although right now is not a good time to buy houses. So I'm definitely not going to buy a house. If I were to move out, I would be renting, for sure. The current housing market is unsustainable. And I work... Like, my mom works in real estate, so she would know better than anyone. Sen needs to open up a corner shop at this point. How much do you get from the creator code? Have you gotten anything from it? A while back, I saw like a couple payments from the creator code, like a couple $100, but I haven't checked it recently. Probably not much recently. Like, I basically stopped making videos, right? And I don't treat Clan Capital or YouTube as a business. I just do it as a hobby on the weekends. This is all an investment into the future, chat. For when my manga series takes off, I make $1 billion from it more, and we'll monetize Clan Capital that way. We'll convert the Clan Capital player into the Sen manga player. I think the people who make the most off the creator codes are the people who have those gemming to max when they release a new town hall level. I think those videos get like 1 million views or so, and a lot of people use the creator code to buy the new packs and stuff like that. But my audience is a bunch of free-to-play Clan Capital players who have been trained to never spend money on anything. So I don't think my code is doing much. The only reason I have it on the stream is to block the sign in to chat on the bottom of the chat screen. It's more aesthetic than to actually get people to use the code. Sen will buy CC. You know, 50 grand isn't even enough to max one Clan Capital in one clan. I think it's like 500 grand just for one Clan Capital or something crazy like that. So I'm a broke guy in the Clan Capital. I only have 1/10 of a max EH10 in my bank account. See you, Jay Gary. Take care. Alright, this is round 2. The first Skeleton Park one-shot, it didn't work, but we're gonna go round 2 now. 11.1k with the old strategy. This doesn't go wrong. We're not gonna mess up the Sparky drop this time. Oh no. P.E.K.K.A got hit, that's bad. I think that's bad luck. Although, you usually don't drop a P.E.K.K.A there anyways. That's also bad luck with the Sparky on the Tesla. You know, everything's just bad luck. When Sen fails, it's due to the game, you know, not being programmed correctly and giving him a bad RNGC. But when Sen succeeds, it's through his own merits. Yeah, this would have been hard anyways. In the current economy, leeching off of parents is the strat. I don't know, like 30 years ago, however long ago it was at this point, it was more normal for kids to move out once they turned 18 in the US. Like, it sounds crazy to a lot of people around the world, but in the US, people were like kicking out their kids once they became of age. Like, a lot of people I worked with back when I was like 18 years old working summer jobs, they got kicked out of their homes. They were like 23 years old working on decks with me, and they were telling me how like, damn, I was 18, just graduated from high school, didn't know what to do with my life. Parents kicked me out, and then paying bills, paying rent, teaching me responsibility, stuff like that. But in the current economy, I think a lot of kids are just staying home and parents are like, okay, that's fine. For Asians, it's common. It's not just Asians. Around the world, it's pretty common to have kids living in the same household well into adulthood. Just in the US, it was more common that you'd be like, oh, your kid turned 18, sayonara, sucker. Won't you be resentful? Maybe some were, but like it's part of American culture to be like, take personal responsibility earlier on, being independent as soon as you can. Of course, it's not happening anymore, but you know, that was how it worked for the longest time. Lagging a little bit. Maybe we need to find some anti-lag music. Wait, the wall's open. What the? Didn't even realize. And to answer that question more directly, of course some kids are going to be resentful. But I think most of the time I saw it, it was like everyone else is doing it, so like if you complain about getting kicked out of the house, you would look unreasonable in the US. But that does not stop me. You think that you can shame Sen into taking personal responsibility for his life. It's good to be a shameless bum in life. If you're gonna be a bum, be shameless about it. Life advice with Sen. I think that's the best thing to do. Let your son get settled properly, unless you're a... Okay, I don't think that's how it quite works, Crops. We live in an egalitarian society. Alright? Women have equal rights whether people like you like it or not. I will say though, the system of moving out the moment you turn 18, before you even learn how to cook for yourself, I think that's a little bit crazy. Just practically speaking, it's a lot better for saving money, for removing redundancy. Like, not everyone will have to cook, not everyone will have to clean if you just live together. So I always thought it was a dumb system, and I have no problem with rejecting it. He says, as he's on the receiving end of everything good about being a bum. Yeah, Crops is being weird and sexist. What did you expect? And like the kind of people who like build connections through partying and like find rich spouses through that, that's like a very small portion of society. Like, that does not apply to most people. Most people have a pretty normal life where they work hard and realize that working hard means nothing, and being born to the right family means everything. It's a good society we live in. Just have good luck and you'll be fine in life. Dwaglot knows what's up. It's not about hard work. It's not about having a good head on your shoulder. It's about choosing the right womb to come out of. If you do that first step right, everything else kind of just falls into place. How many accounts do I have? I have around 70. I decided to snipe the giant cannon just because. And then we can hopefully keep our miners pretty healthy through the end. In India, some girl just killed her own mother just so she can get her job. Wait, what? That's insane. Like, I've heard of people killing their parents for like life insurance or to get inheritance money, but I've never heard of them killing their parents just to get the job that their parents have. That's whack. Who even said that hard work always pays off? Usually people who have never worked hard in their lives. So this base, we're just gonna go with... something like this. India is getting wild, I guess. The Indians play by different rules, like the Mormons in Utah. It's Frost here. Indians here. Zap. Alright, we have 5 barbs to get all the way left. And then we're just going to use our Sparky to kill, like, I don't know, 5-6 defenses around this area. I just need to kill all the buildings on the outside. We'll have a Wizard Bomb on the second attack. We'll have a haste down and pretty good spells. Every time I hear about news in India, it sounds... it's always crazy. I don't know. Like, y'all be cooking up some of the most devious plots over there. Is it because India has a population of like 1.4 billion and so just statistically it has the highest likelihood of having the craziest stories? Or are people actually killing their parents just to take over their jobs? Alright, gotta do a little bit of multitasking. Eye drying goes down. That's fine though. Oh no. Oh no. That ram was bad. We did get the blast bow. I wasn't expecting to get that actually. And we did get the Inferno Tower. Okay, that was okay. Wait, let me check where she is from. The family is from Jaipur. Huh. Are there some areas in India where all the crazy news is coming out of? Like in the US, we have Florida, right? Like if you hear about an old man who got his schlong stuck in a pickle jar, like you don't even have to ask, that's Florida. If you see someone get their ass bit off by a crocodile. I mean, come on, where else would that happen, right? So, does that exist in India? Where there's one place where all the crazy news just comes out of? Huh. Mostly Bihar. I see. So that's like the Indian Florida. Gotcha. Let's do Frost Rage. Actually, do we just want to go Golem Finish? It might just be a Golem Finish, to be honest. Nah, there's so much left. In terms of point defenses, Golem is risky. You're just rage baiting now? Did he say something factually incorrect? We don't tolerate misinformation on this stream. Which is why we should have banned crops a long time ago, but that's besides the point. We don't tolerate it now. Barb chip down the mortar, rage now when we can cover the peak. Very clean so far, very clean. Sparky off the air bombs gets the wizard tower cannon inside that rage. Okay, she hits the wall now for fun. These Sparky chains are going to be awkward, huh? Let's try to chip down this bomb tower and try to keep the mortar alive. And that will let me chain down the cannon spear thrower without having to spend a bunch of isolated chains over there. We're looking very good. We have 6 rams left. Could have propped minions, actually, to deal with the cart. Sparky, I hate you. I don't know why she's targeting every single wall here instead of just, like, going around, but, you know, she wasn't the brightest Sparky in the factory. Yeah, that cart's really annoying. I wish I had some minions now. I think Sparky will finish her off, though. There she goes again. Bro. Okay. Yeah, Northeast Indians are just Chinese and Korean people. I see. Sparky outranges the cart, so we're good. So let me explain the stereotypes. Kolkata is known for black magic and red light area. Maharashtra, lizards are not safe. Delhi woman shouldn't be there. Haryana, no woman is there. Assam is like Atlantis. Wait, what's black magic? I know what red light means, but what's black magic? Oh no. Is this bad? This looks bad. Is this a really bad CH9 clan to face? Skeleton Park's default. Go, yes, kind of cooked. I might just end off here then. We'll return tomorrow Hopefully I can give my internet provider a stern talking to and they'll get things fixed. But this clan looks kind of bad. Unless there was someone who pinged. Did someone ping? I don't think anyone pinged. Alright, we'll call it here. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Like putting curses on someone, witches and curses type shit. Do those curses actually work? Like if the witches or the wizards are throwing black magic at you in Kolkata, are you gonna fear for your life? You better remember your unban. Yeah, I'll look into your unban as well as. Oh, I still have it written down. iPatch X2V. I'll look into your unban as well as Crops's music recommendations. If anyone else wants to send me music recs, you can send them over Discord as well. Doing something evil on you by taking some part of your body portion, like hair, nails. Oh, gross. Wait, are they like camping outside of your house? And then once you like take out your trash, they like open the trash bag and start sifting through to find your DNA in there or something? That's like what crime investigators do to get DNA of suspects. Do they do that to like curse your bloodline? They work? I've seen an old lady eat pigeon's blood alive. What? Oh gosh. Yikes. It's not like that? Then how do they collect your hair or your nails? You see, I, as the #1 clan capital player, like, there's a lot of people who want a piece of me too, you know? Like, all the girls do. All the women do. So I need to find out how the stalkers and the creeps operate in order to protect myself. So how are they cursing you? What news source does he even follow? I don't know, man. Crops always comes in with some horror stories about India. This man is... It can't be state news because it's all negative information about India. It's got to be like the anti-state news. Well, I'll find out tomorrow. Black magic is mostly common in countries who are heavy on religion. India's pretty heavy on religion, isn't it? It's got a bunch of different religions in different parts of the country. Put your capital gold in the treasury. Nah. The Balloon Skies treasury is empty. It is like when you have to do something to someone, you definitely need a portion of that person. Well, I'd rather not learn how they're getting pieces of other people. So I'll call it here. Thank y'all for coming out, and take care.